Have you ever felt it? That slow, creeping sense of anxiety as you check your phone for the 10th time, waiting for a reply that hasn't come. The simmering frustration of being stuck in traffic, making you late for a meeting you prepared for all week. The heavy weight of disappointment when a plan you meticulously crafted falls completely apart. We believe these events are the cause of our suffering. The traffic made us angry. The cancelled plan made us sad. The unkind comment ruined our day. But what if I told you that you've been believing a lie? A lie that is the root of nearly all your stress, anxiety, and heartache. And what if, by mastering just one ancient principle, you could pull that root from the ground and eliminate 90% of your suffering forever? This is the core, the bedrock, of Stoic wisdom, handed down to us by the former slave-turned-philosopher, Epictetus. He said, and I want you to let these words sink in. We are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. Your suffering does not live in the event. It lives in the space between the event and your reaction. It lives in the story you tell yourself about it. Master this space, and you master your life. Here is how you begin. Step 1. Rigorously separate what is yours from what is not. Imagine your mind as a fortress. Inside these walls is your inner citadel, your opinions, your judgments, your desires, and your aversions. This is your domain, the only thing that is truly, indisputably yours. Everything outside the walls, the traffic, the weather, other people's opinions, the stock market, whether you get the promotion, this is the external world. It does not belong to you. The greatest source of our anguish is that we constantly leave the gates of our fortress unguarded. We let the chaos of the outside world storm in and wreck our peace. The driver who cuts you off is an external event. But your choice to clench the wheel, curse his name, and let that anger poison the next hour of your drive. That is you abandoning your post. That suffering is self-inflicted. Your duty is not to control the chaotic world outside, but to guard the orderly world within. Step 2. Challenge the automatic story. When an event shocks you, pause. Do not let your first, raw, emotional thought become your master. In that sacred pause, ask yourself, what story am I telling myself about this? Your boss sends a brief, cryptic email, see me in my office at 3 o'clock. The automatic story might be, I am in trouble. My project failed. I'm going to be fired. This story creates a vortex of anxiety, dread, and physical tension that can last for hours. But what if the story is wrong? What if he wants to congratulate you? Or assign you a new, exciting opportunity? By blindly believing the worst-case scenario, you have just sentenced yourself to hours of torture for a crime that never happened. Challenge the narrative. Is it true? Is it the only possible interpretation? You will find that most of the suffering you experience comes from the horrific fiction your mind writes in the absence of facts. Step 3. Reclaim your sovereign power of judgment. This is your ultimate freedom. It is the power to look at any circumstance and assign it its meaning. No one can force a judgment upon you unless you surrender your consent. The rain cancels your picnic. You can judge it as a disaster, a personal insult from the universe, and spend the day miserable. Or, you can judge it as an invitation to read a book by the window, to have a cozy indoor tea, to watch the trees drink. The event is neutral. Your judgment gives it its emotional charge. This is not about suppressing emotion. It is about transcending victimhood. It is about realizing that between the external event and your internal state, there is a gap. And in that gap lies your power to choose. The power to respond, not just react. Call to action. So, starting today, I challenge you to become the guardian of your inner world. When frustration bites, when anxiety whispers its lies, when disappointment knocks at your door, stop. Ask yourself, is this within my control? What story am I believing? And what power do I have to choose my response? You are not a leaf tossed in the storm of external events. You are the oak, with roots sunk deep into the soil of your own reasoned choice. The winds will blow, they always will. But they cannot break you unless you permit it. Master this one principle. Guard your mind. Choose your judgments wisely. And watch as the chaos of the world loses its power to harm you. You will find that what remains is not a cold, emotionless existence, but a life of profound peace, resilience, and unshakable freedom. The path to a quieter mind and a stronger spirit begins with a single, conscious thought. Thank you for watching. Now, go live your power.